There are places on Earth that were never meant to be seen by human eyes. Not just dangerous or remote, forbidden, sealed, or untouched for tens of thousands of years. Some held secrets too sacred to share. Others were so alien they might as well be on another planet. And yet, we found them. We always do. So, what exactly did we discover when we opened the wrong door? Number 1. The Lascaux Caves, France's ancient time capsule. Buried beneath the hills of southwestern France, the Lascaux Caves were sealed off from humanity for over 17,000 years. Then, in 1940, 4 teenage boys stumbled into history while chasing a lost dog. What they found looked like the Sistine Chapel of prehistory, walls coated in massive, vivid paintings of deer, bulls, and horses, remarkably detailed and hauntingly expressive. The kicker: these weren't just doodles. The cave painters used complex techniques like perspective, shading, and even scaffolding. They were composing visual stories before written language even existed. But here's the twist. Our very presence began to destroy it. Within decades of discovery, human breath, carbon dioxide, and bacteria began to erode the paintings. Mold crept across the walls. In 1963, the French government sealed the cave permanently. Lascaux 2, 3, and 4 were created as replicas, but the original? It now hides beneath earth in silence, a warning that sometimes opening the past destroys it. Number 2. Movile Cave, the alien ecosystem, below Romania. Just a few kilometers from the Black Sea in Romania lies a cave that might as well be on Mars. Discovered accidentally in 1986 by workers digging for a power plant, Movile Cave had been sealed off for 5.5 million years. That's before the Himalayas even formed. Inside, no light, low oxygen, toxic levels of hydrogen sulfide and carbon dioxide. Basically, it's a death trap. And yet, it's teeming with life. Researchers found an entire ecosystem that evolved in isolation. Albino spiders, blind scorpions, translucent worms. Nearly 70% of the species found inside are unique to this cave. They've never seen sunlight, and they don't need it. Life here feeds on chemosynthesis, not photosynthesis, meaning they get their energy from chemicals, not the sun. It's like someone left a petri dish of evolution running for 5 million years, completely untouched. And we crack the lid open. Number 3. The Door to Hell, Darvaza Crater, Turkmenistan. This one's not ancient. It's accidental. But it still feels like we stumbled into something humans weren't supposed to mess with. In 1971, Soviet geologists in Turkmenistan were drilling for oil. Instead, they hit a pocket of natural gas, and the ground collapsed, creating a massive crater. Fearing the release of poisonous methane, the scientists did what anyone would do in a Soviet panic. They lit it on fire. They expected the fire to burn for a few days. It's been burning for over 50 years. Locals call it the Door to Hell, a literal pit of fire in the middle of the Karakum Desert, visible for miles at night, roaring with heat and flame. It's mesmerizing and terrifying. No one knows how deep it is. No one knows when, or if, it'll ever go out. It's a man-made portal that stares back. Number 4. Cima de los Huesos, Spain's Pit of Bones. There's a shaft in northern Spain called Cima de los Huesos, meaning Pit of Bones. It's 43 feet straight down, cold, and in complete darkness. But what makes it mind-bending is what's at the bottom. Over 7,000 human bones from at least 28 ancient hominins, possibly Homo heidelbergensis, dating back 430,000 years. These weren't just dead bodies, they were deliberately placed. Among the remains, archaeologists found a single hand axe made of red quartzite, nicknamed Excalibur. No practical reason it should have been there, unless it was symbolic. That means we're looking at one of the first signs of ritual burial, long before modern humans. But here's the part that messes with you. How did early humans get the bodies down there? The shaft is vertical, pitch black, and slippery. It wasn't a natural burial. It was intentional. We're staring into the origins of death rituals, of culture, of reverence. Something we thought started with civilization actually began in a place that felt more like a tomb carved into the bowels of the earth. Don't worry, the next one's even more claustrophobic. Number 5. The Derinkuyu Underground City, Turkey. Imagine you're renovating your home. You knock down a wall and discover an ancient underground city big enough to house 20,000 people. That's what happened in 1963 in Derinkuyu, Turkey. The subterranean city stretches 18 stories deep. It's filled with ventilation shafts, rolling stone doors, kitchens, wine cellars, and even livestock stables. It's like an entire civilization pressed descend on an elevator and never came back up. No one knows who built it. Some guess the Phrygians, others the Hittites. But what's more disturbing is why. Was it to escape invaders? Religious persecution? Some say it was to survive a cataclysm. Derinkuyu could be sealed from the inside. Entire levels were booby-trapped. Airflow was engineered so perfectly you could breathe easily 60 meters underground. The deeper you go, the more you feel like humans weren't just hiding. They were retreating from something they couldn't face on the surface. Number 6. Lake Vostok, Antarctica's buried mystery. Beneath 2 miles of Antarctic ice lies one of the largest freshwater lakes in the world, and we didn't even know it existed until the 1990s. Lake Vostok has been sealed off for at least 15 million years, completely isolated, no sunlight, no contact, just water, and whatever adapted to live in it. The Russians were the first to start drilling. But here's where it gets weird. The closer they got, the more rumors surfaced. Some said the team was ordered to stop. Others claimed mysterious bacteria were found that didn't match any known DNA. Conspiracy forums lit up. Aliens, Nazis, a living fossil? In reality, they did find microbial life unlike anything in known databases. But contamination from the drill means we're not sure if it came from the lake or us. What we do know is this. Lake Vostok is a window into Earth as it once was, or as it might still be elsewhere. It's the closest thing we have to exploring Europa, one of Jupiter's moons, and we poked a hole in it. Number 7. The Cave of the Crystals, Naka Mine, Mexico. You'd think something out of a fantasy novel wouldn't exist in real life, but deep beneath Chihuahua, Mexico, there's a cavern filled with the largest crystals ever discovered. Some of them are 39 feet long and weigh over 50 tons. The cave is so beautiful it doesn't look real. Glimmering beams of selenite growing in all directions, like a frozen explosion mid-blast. It was found by miners in 2000, but here's the catch. You can't survive in it. The temperature is 136 degrees Fahrenheit, 58 degrees Celsius, with 100% humidity. Without a cooling suit, you'd be unconscious in 15 minutes. It's a natural greenhouse for geology. Crystals grew undisturbed for 500,000 years because the conditions were so extreme, nothing could interfere. Until we did. Today, the cave is flooded again and sealed off. But we got a glimpse, a fleeting look at what happens when Earth dreams in silence. Number 8. Sun Dung Cave, Vietnam's hidden world. In 1991, a Vietnamese logger named Ho Con stumbled across a hole in the jungle. It was venting mist and making roaring sounds. He was too afraid to go inside. It wasn't until 2009 that explorers returned and realized what he had found. The largest cave on Earth. Son Dung is so massive it has its own ecosystem, its own weather system. Clouds form inside. There are jungles, rivers, even rare monkeys and flying foxes living in total isolation. Sunlight filters through ceiling collapses, creating entire microclimates. It's a self-contained world, like Pandora from Avatar, but real. And we almost never found it. The entrance was hidden by dense forest, the opening a narrow slit at the base of a cliff. Had Ho Con not remembered where it was decades later, it might still be lost. Some places hide because they can, others because they should. We treat the world like a puzzle to be solved. Every cave must be mapped, every tomb opened, every secret unsealed. But maybe, just maybe, some places were meant to remain hidden. Not because they're cursed, but because they remind us that we're not the masters of this planet. We're just the latest visitors.